You've forgotten it, yeah, that does happen.
It's just this moment of collapse is maybe I have an idea of what this is blowing the mind. The mind is blown?
Not really, no, the mind. I mean, actually, really, there is no such thing as a mind. Show me your mind, you know, what is it? But there are a collection of thoughts, or belief systems, people call them mind. But that is the blowing of the energy. It is the end of an energy that was never there. It's an apparent contracted energy which simply is boundlessness appearing to be contraction. Certainly got nothing to do with thoughts or the mind. The mind is the story, thinking is a story. The energy is an apparently contracted energy. Is there a microphone you can go down to that guy? Yeah,
you said what's going on here is beyond words.
Well, altogether.
And might end in the collapse of the in the idea of a separated me. Does that mean the longer I'm here, the more it works?
In a sense it does, but there's no one there that can choose to be here longer.
Could you please say something about responsibility? Is there
no, there isn't any. There is no such thing.
No responsibility
of course
for
not.
myself?
No
responsibility for others?
Well, there isn't anyone. There isn't anyone sitting there, and there aren't any others. So how can there be any responsibility? Nobody. There is no one. Nobody's ever done anything, so there's no responsibility, of course. Responsibility is part of us. Responsibility is essentially, if you think about it, it's part of a story. You know, you're responsible for some action you took before the act. There is no story, there is no time, there is only what is.
But when I say this to others, they say I take responsibility for your life.
I suggest you don't. Especially your wife. Get a mic?
Is awakening happening within the story?
Yes, essentially there's a story of a seeker and then there's nothing. There's wholeness, nothing. The seeker isn't there, there's just nothing. And then the seeker seems to come out of the other side and the story starts again. But there's some, in a sense there is a shift because the seeker's in an apparent darkness, which makes it sound wrong, less light, let's say. When awakening happens, there's more light, but there's still a residue of darkness. And so the story continues, and sometimes it continues until the death of the seeker, or sometimes and other times it continues until it doesn't, which is liberation.
What means residue?
The residue of darkness is me. Me is in the darkness. and light enters the darkness, but not entirely dissipates the darkness. And so there's in and outness. And then the final thing is that there is simply light.
Okay, good.
Good, well that's good. There's a mic here.
After awakening, it feels like somehow being stuck in a birth channel somehow, right? Yeah, it feels, it felt terrible
Yeah, it is a bit
for
like that,
years,
yeah.
you know. So, and sometimes when I remember, it's still a little awkward feeling somehow, because,
yeah.
well, it would be great to be liberated, right?
For
But
no one.
what can you, for no one, yeah. Have you any advice? What, maybe, would it be okay just to forget about everything?
No, you can't do that. There isn't anything it would be okay to do. There isn't anyone, and there's nothing to do. Why would there be anything to do if this is already complete? Why would anybody think there's anything to do when this is already it? This is it. So why would there be anything else to do? That or that? This is it. There's nothing to do.
Just being stuck, is it?
But absolutely, being stuck is also what is. It's better to be a seeker than to be in awakening. Awakening is an awful place to be. It's the whole illusion, you know, the whole illusion is I'm someone and I want to find something, so in order to find it I have to do something. What's amazing about that is that directly you start doing it, directly you move to do it, you've already confirmed that you've lost it.
Yeah.
It's an immediate, oh I've lost it so I've got to find it. What's amazing is that you don't have to find it because this is it. You're sitting in it. It's every noise that's happening, every feeling in the body that's happening is what you're looking for, is what you long for. It's shouting at you, it's singing to you, love songs, all the time, constantly. So it doesn't matter what happens or where you go, you can leave here and never come back. It doesn't matter what you do, where you go or what you think, already what you long for is this, is what is. Thank you.